Hello there, we're back out on Cape Cornwall once again. Down here in the far west of Cornwall. I'll just duck down here so that I'm out of the wind. As usual, a little bit breezy and the GoPro picks up wind noise a little bit, so I'll just crouch down here. It's a bit misty. Oh, look. Lovely flock of starlings there, whenever you can see those. Right, so what I wanted to show you today, there's a piece of land that we've been doing a little bit of work on to manage the habitat for some bees, and if you look back at the earlier YouTube videos you can find the one where we were talking about that. But another thing that we've been aware of is that the coast path which runs across the corner of this field is really badly eroded, and the problem is that there's a track running underneath that wall over there, and that catches all the water and then sends the water down the coast path, and it causes erosion. So if you come and have a little look, this section's not too bad because it's quite level. And once we get onto that steep slope you can see that it's gullied, and that is where the erosion is happening. So I've got a contractor in to do a little bit of repair work, and what we're aiming to do is to repair the surface and also to get rid of the water. And the way we do that is quite simple really. So these pieces of granite that are here on the floor are going to create what are called water breaks or water bars, and the idea is that as the water comes down the path you have a little trench backed by the stone at about 45 degrees shedding the water off. So every so often you have one of these and it just gets the water off the path and stops the erosion. So these chunks of granite the contractor Ricardo has brought in, these are going to make the bars, and then he's also brought in some material to build up and repair the surface a little bit. So this is going to be compacted. He's got a plate compactor up there. It'll be compacted nice and hard, and then every now and again, see if I can show you one where he started to, yeah, here we go. So there's going to be one here, and another one here. So the granite will go across like that, and then the water as it runs down hopefully will be shed off out off the path. And the key thing is actually to catch the water. The tracks up there is where the water comes down. That is where the majority of the water was coming from. So the top of the path is going to have a bar shedding the water off. I'll take you up and show you, shedding the water off onto the road. So what we'll aim for ultimately is that this will all grow in and look very natural. What we want to do, actually I'll just show you the top. That Pete's having his lunch. So I think this is the most important bit up here, because this is the track. Sorry Pete, ruining your lunch break. So this is the track I was talking about. Can you see this catches water and was bringing it all the way down here, and that was going straight down the path, straight down that way. So what we'll do, put a little piece of granite or a large piece of granite across here, which will direct the water out this way, and that will stop the water getting onto the path, and that will help no end, I think. So these are the pieces of granite which are going to go across the top there, and then on these steeper sections we'll have to have a cut through, because otherwise the water won't be able to run off. So we want the water to be able to run off in that direction. This will all start to grow in, and what Ricardo has done is he's saved the pieces of turf that he's had to cut away, put the turf just here, and then can you see the path, where the path is formed two sections? He'll put some of the soil and then some of the turf back onto this section to discourage people from walking up that way, so we keep people on the better surface. What tends to happen is that people follow the line that looks like the easiest to walk. They call it a desire line. So if you make it nice and easy for them, that's the line they'll follow. Here, can you see the path is starting to spread a little bit? So we'll pick one line, and that'll be the line that we encourage them to walk along. So hopefully by the summer, this will all be nice and perfect looking, and people won't even know the work's been done, and we'll get all the walkers along the coast path on a nice new surface. There we go.